How to Eat to Live, Book 2, by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 8, Experience of Venturing from Right Food. The very words, how to eat to live, is one of the great values in words for us. In these words, we see and we are learning that what we put in us as food, at what time we eat that food, and what type of food we eat, is the key to our life and death. We can use these words, how to eat to live, to spell how we destroy ourselves. We must look at these words and teachings of how to eat to live in a more serious way. This is why we suffer so much sickness and death. It is because we do not take how to eat to live in a more serious way. There is no common sickness that cannot be healed by proper eating of the right foods. I myself know, having experience of both the right kind of foods and the wrong kind of foods. Allah God has taught me, and I tried everything first, myself. I am a self-experienced man and an example of what Allah God taught me. I went for years without eating but one meal a day, and years with eating one meal every 3 days. So, I know these teachings of Allah God are true. Here of late, I have suffered many pains from venturing away from eating the way Allah God taught me. It caused me discomfort, pains, and minor sickness. I deliberately did this in some instances so that I will know what happens when you are not following the teachings. So, as it is written, in all their afflictions, he was afflicted, meaning the messenger of God. Eating the proper food once a day will keep you free of sickness for a long time, probably for years. This I know by self-experience. By eating 2 or 3 meals a day, you are inviting some days of discomfort and illness to yourself. And by eating food that does not belong to the body that it is going into, you are making trouble for your body to digest such foods and drinks. We suffer with many ailments in our bodies due to the fact that we are pouring into it food that should not be put in that body, which is the finest nature-built machinery on earth. And due to the fact that we are not waiting until the strength or power of the poison in the previous meal becomes weak, so that it will be harmless when the strength of a new meal is added. But 24 to 48 hours will destroy the poison from the previous meal and make it harmless. Eat when you have exhausted the previous meal Allah God taught me. Then fill up and go until this is exhausted, and then eat another meal. It is logical. As I keep repeating, we dig our own graves, and I may add here that we bring about our own death with our teeth. Sugar diabetes can be controlled by eating the proper food in such a way that you will never know that you ever had it, and you will never see any signs of it. But you must not continue to pour in the body power and strength of sugar from your meals that adds to the sugar spilling over in your body. Naturally, it is going to reach out for something, or it is going to flood itself after putting too much sugar and starch in the body. But some of us are so built upon eating what we want that we just cannot abstain from eating these starches and sweet foods. These things are nothing but friends to the sugar diabetic condition. Stay away from it, and you will live longer, for diabetes is an evil enemy. It is an enemy to both the flesh and bones of the body. If you will stop eating foods such as sugar and starchy foods, I know you will do better. I have been self-experienced in everything, and I have been a victim of everything that you are a victim of, except cancer. I do not think that I have cancer, but as I mentioned in this book before, the last messenger is not immune to the sickness and complaints of the common people. He is also to suffer, but yet, as the book says, the pleasure of the Lord is with him, and that in his own good time, he will heal all of us. So, this is the way of a law God has taught me, to heal our sickness and prolong our lives with 1 meal a day. And whenever those of you who work in offices and do light work are able, you can eat 1 meal every 48 hours, which would give you more days to your life. Do not say, I'm already so old that I do not have much longer to live anyway. That is true. But if you want to add a few more days to this already distant age you have, you can add to your life by stopping right now from plunging into the grave, and you could add more days to your life. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.